Hello again, sports fans. This is Kilgore Scoop Trout, and welcome to week 2 of the Cullen Family ESPN Fantasy Football League, the #1 fantasy football game. We have representatives from 6 states: the great state of Delaware, Illinois, Minnesota, New York, North Dakota, and Oregon. We are a cross-country extravaganza. Cullen Fantasy Football League is brought to you by Franco's Pizza and Pasta in Dover, Delaware, and Vinny Gumbat's Bail Bonds in Brooklyn, New York. All right, ladies, and let's start off with the Spotlight Game of the Week. Wentz bitten twice shy versus Dude, you're getting Odell, a sister-brother matchup. First of all, here's Miss Lori Welder, CEO, and Tyler DeMars, Director of Player Personnel for Wentz Bitten Twice Shy, with quarterback Wentz, the legendary North Dakotan. Pre-game smack talk from Lori. She said to her brother Joe Cullen, "You're going down to Chinatown." Minnesota, Mr. Joe Cullen, owner and operating officer of Dude, you're getting Odell. His pre-game smack talk to his sister Lori: "Back off, Boogaloo." The final, it was a swamping. Wentz Bitten Twice Shy dominated Dude, you're getting old, 131.7 to 84.1, a dominating performance. Wentz Bitten Twice Shy goes to 2-0. Joe Cullen drops to 0-2. Time to step up. Joe Cullen, welcome to Chinatown. With love, Boogaloo, a.k.a. your big sister Lori. Boom. And now back to the scores. In our first game, we have the American Korean Fusion against Landry Matt, the grandfather against the grandson matchup. And the grandson, Landry Matt, Caden Cullen with guidance from his dad, Mike Cullen, defeat Pops Cullen with guidance from the lovely Kendall Cullen, the young genius mind. 84.7 versus 80.1. Landry Matt goes to 2-0, and American Korean Fusion go to 1-1. But watch out, Kendall Cullen and that great mind are looming for future contests. Meanwhile, Bend It Like Beckham, Melissa Beck and Danny Beck come back from a rough start to go 1-1, defeating Brady and the Beast, that young, brilliant mind of Brady McKilway with guidance from his dad, 117 to 100.2. Plenty of games ahead of us. And then a father-son matchup that everybody across the country was looking at. Team Zubay, Steve Zubay against his son, the legendary Dr. Drains, and his Dr. Drains Drainers, Bobby Zubay. It was an ultimately dominating performance by Team Zubay, 112.8. 61.4. Bobby Zubay, a.k.a. Dr. Drains, avows revenge. And here we have the Portland Pied Pipers, Chad Pirate or Brian Bennett, out in Portland, Oregon, going up against Bonnie and Clyde, Mr. Fred Calzone. Speaking of Calzone, come on down to Franco's Pizza and Pasta on Lebanon Road in Dover, Delaware. They have exceptional calzones, pizza, pasta, etc. Come on down and enjoy the great food at Franco's Pizza and Pasta. And now back to the games. Bonnie and Clyde, Fred Calzone-led team against the Portland Pied Pipers, Chad Pirate of Brian Bennett. It was a dominating performance, 115.1 to 95.1. The Bonnie and Clyde team moves to 2-0. The Portland Pied Pipers dropped to 0-2, but plenty of season ahead of us. An interesting point here is that they did this in spite of the Bonnie and Clyde team did this in spite of 0 points from Ezekiel Elliott, the controversial Dallas Cowboys running back, whose off-field problems have many saying he should go to jail. Speaking of jail, remember, we're sponsored by Vinny Gumbat's Bail Bonds and Collections in Brooklyn, New York. When it comes to your bail, Vinny says, forget about it. Jumping over to Ian Cullen again, the most creative name against the Lindenhurst Shaka Khans and Eric Cullen. Eric comes back strong with a big performance of 131 to 77.6 against his big brother, again, the Shaka Khans, in a very festive day. Here's one of the lovely cheerleaders out celebrating during the game in a dominating performance. It doesn't get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, the final, the Lindenhurst Shaka Khans 131, Ian Cullen 77.6. Okay, let's take a look at the standings after week 2 in the East. Landry Matt leads the division 2-0. A three-way tie for second. Team Zubay, the Lindenhurst Shaka Khans, and American Korean Fusion all at 101. Brady and the Beast and Portland Pied Pipers bring it up the rear at 0-2, but watch, they're lurking, they're angry, and they're dangerous. In the West, we have a 2-way tie for first. Wentz Bitten, Twice Shy, and Bonnie and Clyde, 2-0 each. 3 tied for third. Ian Cullen, the most creative name in the Cullen Family Football League. Bend It Like Beckham and Dr. Drain's Drainers all at 1-1 and bringing it up the rear. Dude, you're getting Odell. He's angry. He's fit to be tied. Watch out next week for Dude, you're getting Odell. And that wraps up week 2. This is Kilgore Scoop Trout, your faithful and loyal sports reporter, reporting on the Cullen Family ESPN Fantasy Football League, the #1 fantasy football game. Are you ready for some fantasy football? Cullen Family style, you bet we are. Thanks again, and see you next week.